Hey, what's up, guys? This is Zhang with the 4A, and today we're going to be taking apart this Permobil. I think it's an M3. A little background on this chair. I got this chair from a local person here in town, and he said that everything worked. I did test this chair, and everything did work. However, the seat module, the one that tilts this back and forth, it wasn't responding. Some features that it has this really cool um, actuator leg rest here that goes up and down and extends out. This is the knee stop where you can put um, what is it? That knee mount where when the chair does elevate up, your knee is held in place. I'm gonna go ahead and start first by taking out this seat plate. Now, there's a little screw here that you can just take off, and the seat slides right out. Next, I'll be taking out the two armrests. There's no right or wrong way of doing it, but what I do is I like to take out this 10 millimeter nut here on both sides and then do the same for the bottom. Don't forget to save these. Wrench doesn't matter. I'm using this. And these should just come out really easily. Just wiggle up the arms a little bit. See, pops right out. To remove this arm out, use a number 5 hex head. Like so. Wiggle out. Come on. There you go. I'm gonna have to remove this hex screw as well, or hex bolt. So what I'm gonna do next is I'm just gonna go ahead and remove this plate as a whole. Normally I would remove these here, but I'm not gonna need this piece. I have a bunch of these here and they don't sell too well in my store. So then I'm just gonna go ahead and just keep it with the plate. There are 4 again. I think they got to be number 5. There's a bolt here, or a screw here, with what is it? The tiny nut in the back, or the mounting nut. Same for the bottom. There's one there and one there, and this thing should come out if that's what you want to remove. But what I'm going to go ahead and do is just going to go ahead and remove these 2 screws over here and these 2 over here, and this plate should slide out. Next up, I'll be removing this seat plate. I have 4 screws in there. I'll be taking out. This is a number 4. I'll be working that thing and throwing. Make it so much faster. Comes out. Here's the plates. Go ahead and remove these rails. There are 2 bolts, or I'm sorry, 2 screws. I keep calling them screws and bolts, but whatever they are, there's 2 in each of these mounts. So I'm going to go ahead and take all of them out. It's a number 5. I'm going to switch tools. And just like that, you got your rails off. All right, what's next? So now I'm going to go ahead and remove the foot actuator, and this requires a number 8 hex and a 19 millimeter socket to hold or to release the nut in the back. Oh, that wasn't too bad. Thought I needed more force. I did bang my knuckles a little bit. Kind of hurt it. So we don't really need this. We'll need it later though. Trusty number 5. Gotta remove this. There we go. There you go, leg actuator. Now I'm going to start removing these mount plates. So one of the nasty risks of using power tools is if you're not careful, you do what I did earlier, where you didn't take your time and strip that. So I'm going to see if I can still, okay, yeah, it's stripped, but see if I can still remove it. Let me see. Yeah, lucky me. Oh, trash it goes. I'm gonna remove this. Same thing. Number 8 holds it here. You might not need it. I'm gonna try it without it, but it's there. And you have your 19 millimeter. Just the big bolt over here. To remove this. Yep. So they're kind of tight here. Now you can just go ahead and take them out, like so. It's a little tight. You can do it, but what I like to do is I like to move these brackets, these plastic bracket that holds these in place, and these are held in by a number 3. Just gonna go ahead and remove this. They're not held in tight. Pretty easy. Like so. And then all your wires are loose. And here is the leg piece. Oh gosh, it's heavy. You can go ahead and remove these or leave them. Remove them later. I'll remove them now. Slide this piece off. Number 323300. Another piece that I can sell. All right, guys, look, we took out most of the top half already. I mean, basically everything is out. This is the whole unit itself. So now I'm going to go ahead and remove this whole unit here. There are 1, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There are 10 hex number 6 bolts that I'm going to remove. Now, when you get to these 2 last one on top, it's a little dangerous because this thing will just drop off and it's super heavy. So if you're doing this at home, make sure you are very careful. Here's the last one. There we go. All right. All right, here it is. Piece we just moved. So I think the motor's bad. Again, I'm not going to sell that. But I will remove this belt and sell this. I know that sometimes people are looking for this, so I will be removing this and selling that separately. Okay, bottom half. Now, remove the tires and the motors. Remove those batteries. The module. Should be easy. Man, these suckers are heavy. I'm going to remove this shell piece off now. Use a flathead. If you're going to use these, you're going to reuse them, be very careful because there's a tab in here that will break. There they are. See these 2 tabs or these 3 tabs? Be very careful. I've broken them many times. I'm going to remove this here. Pops right off. You're going to need to do that because, again, the motor is right underneath it. And you also got to put your hands behind here to remove these what is it, to remove these plastic wheel covers here. So far I haven't found an easy method to removing these clips here. So what I've been doing, I've just been using my fingers. See how I did that? Are you locked? There you go. Yep, it was locked. I just been using my fingers to prime out, and sometimes they're very hard to remove. You see that? These are clipped right behind the wheels. So what I did is I just unclipped them by doing this. And again, it does require some force, and it does hurt. Ouch. Let's go ahead and move this wheel since we're here. Number 6. This is useful. There we go. The tires are still in good condition. Since we're still here, let's go ahead and remove the motor. There's a few zip ties. Looks like it's been worked on. It's a previous person that worked on it. Put some zip ties there. Able to remove that. It's for 4 number 5 screws or bolts. Okay. See? I broke it. See what I mean? So they do break. This. Put your finger behind. Ow! These clips, pop them out. That one wasn't too hard. See, came out. Next, I'm going to go ahead and remove the module. There are 2 bolts holding them in. It's going to require a number 8 socket, and the 2 screws that are holding in the breaker is a 2.5 hex head. So I'm just going to remove that. Very simple. Or you know what you can do is you can just, let's see. I've never. Oh yeah, yes. Never mind. You don't have to do that. Look, learn something new. You don't even need to remove this. The clip here comes right out. And we have our module. Next up is going to be removing these caster wheels. It's going to require a number 6 hex head. And you'll see there's like, there's this washer in here. They call it a clutch pack. Wheel number 1. And these are bad, so I'm not going to use them. These are just trash. Okay, so let's go ahead and take these out. I'm going to try some. This is like a piece that I got from a cookie post. I'm going to try to see if I can hit it from the bottom to get it to come out. Some heavy hammer. Oh, it works. That's what I'm talking about. So that clutch pack, still good. Just need to put some grease on it. So we ran into an issue, right? What happens if this doesn't come out? I use a punch. So what I do is I can't really punch it out from there. But what you can do is you can just punch this piece out. The clutch. Be very careful. They are, and it's bad. Where's that? There it is. Other clutch piece. Ran into some issue, an issue. This washer's not coming out. I'm gonna try to go ahead and spray some of this blaster on this. I use Big Shot blaster. Works very good. Just gonna spray a little to lubricate it and hope that it'll come out. Let's see. So it did come off. I had to hammer it off, but it's off. All right, guys, we're at the end. We're finally have nothing but the base left with, you know, the arms and the springs. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and leave that because I don't need it. It doesn't do well on my store, so I'm just gonna go ahead and toss it. Anyways, thank you for watching. If you have any questions for me, please leave it in the comment. If you want to see more content like this, or want to see me disassemble other chairs, please leave it in the comment. All right, thanks for watching.